Alright, welcome to Colossus Mathematics class. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video. Today we'll be talking about angles. We'll be discussing on angles. Now when we talk about an angle, what is an angle? An angle is formed, you say that an angle is formed when two straight lines meet at a point. Are you seeing that now? This is what you define as what? As an angle. So when two straight lines meet at a point, you say that is what? An angle. So if I have a line like this, don't mind my line, and I have another line like this, you would say that what? That is an angle is formed at this point 0. Are you seeing that now? An angle will be formed at that point, what? Point 0. That is where the angle will be formed. Do you understand that now? So when two straight lines meet at a point, then we say that what? An angle is what? Is formed. Do you understand that now? So let's call this line A, and let's call this line what? Line B. It should be a straight line. So when you are drawing your own, make sure that it is a what? It is a straight line. Are you getting that now? Make sure it is a what? It is a straight line. All right. So and now what do we call that point where they met? There is a particular name we call that point where those 2 points met. So let me draw this. So let's say we have a straight line like this. Are you seeing that now? And then another straight line like this. Are you seeing that now? So there is this particular point 0 is called vertex. So the point where two straight lines met is called what? Vertex. If there are 2 or more vertex, then you call it vertex. Do you understand that now? So that is the first thing that you need to know when we talk about what? Angles. Are you following now? So an angle is formed here. You can put it here like this. That an angle x degree. No, let's call it theta. Let's call it angle theta. Are you seeing that now? So this is what we call what's an angle. Are you seeing that now? So now let's talk about classification of angles. Classification of angles. Now when we talk about the classification of angle, what do we mean? The first one, we are talking about how angles are being classified. Are you seeing that now? Before I go into the first one, let me first show you this. When we talk about angle generally, we are looking at the first thing, major thing we want to look at. Look at this diagram here. This diagram is something that you should know very well. This diagram here. Are you seeing that now? This is the first quadrant. This is the first. This is the second. This is the third. And this is the what? Fourth. Are you seeing? I'm talking about classification, but I want you to understand this part first. Now, when we talk about this part is the total angle here is 90 degrees. Total 90 degrees. Total here is 180. Total here is 270. Total here is 360. Are you seeing that now? So it is inside all these that we would have our types of angle that we'll be talking about. So look at this. So you look at this first part now. Look at this first part here. This green part. Are you seeing that now? Let me do that again. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video. So look at this particular part. you can see, like if an angle is formed here, are you seeing that now? If an angle is formed there, what do we call it? We call it acute. We call it what? Acute angle. So what do we say acute angle are? We said acute angle are angles that are less than 90 degrees. Angles that are what? Less than 90 degrees. Are you seeing that now? So angles that are less than what? 90 degrees are what we call what? The acute angle. Are you seeing that now? So when the angle is less than what? 90, it will go towards that side. Are you seeing that diagram now? So how do you know an acute angle? When it moves like this. Are you seeing that now? This is what? An acute angle. Now angle theta is formed here. Are you seeing that now? That is what we call an acute angle. Now after talking about the acute angle, what other angle do we have? We have the what? The right angle, this particular type. Are you seeing that now? This is what we call the right angle. Are you seeing that now? So what do you say right angle are? An angle that is what? 90 degrees. So right angle. Right angle. Don't forget the first one is what? The acute angle. The next one is what? Right angle. Right angle are angle whose measure is exactly what? 90 degrees. Exactly 90 degrees. Are you seeing that now? They are what? Exactly 90 degrees. Are you seeing that now? So this is the diagram that you can see here. Are you seeing that? Look at the diagram here. When you have like this is what? A right angle. Are you seeing that now? And if you look at our diagram here, you will see that, I already told you that an angle, this total here from here to here like this is 90 degrees. Are you seeing that now? So that is the first. That's the second type. So we say this one is what? Right angle. Are you seeing that now? Right angle. Now the third one now. What do we call the third one? Now you can see that we have moved from here. Now another thing is, it is always moving. The movement is always anti-clockwise. The movement is what? Anti-clockwise. That is why it is producing positive. So we have moved from this. Are you seeing that now? We have moved from this like this to form a straight line. Now you are moving like this now. Are you seeing that now? So you are moving like this. So there is an angle that will be formed at this particular end. There is an angle that will be formed at this particular end, and that's what we call the obtuse angle. The what? The obtuse angle. We call it the what? The obtuse angle. So what is an obtuse angle? So obtuse, let me get that. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video. All right, so we call this obtuse angle. Are you seeing that now? So what can you define about obtuse? You can see it is greater than 90 already, because it has passed this particular part. Are you seeing that now? It has passed this particular part, but now it is what? It is lesser than 180 because it has not reached this particular part. Are you seeing that now? This is where the angle is formed. Do you see that now? So this is obtuse. So now what will you say over there? You can say that what? Obtuse angle are angle that are what? Angles greater than what? 90 degree, but less than what? 180 degree. Are you seeing that now? Greater than what? 90 degree, but what? Less than, sorry my sign here, but less than what? 180 degree. Are you seeing that now? So if you look at this diagram now, what can you say about the what? The diagram. You will see that what? When we want to represent an obtuse angle now, we'll say that it is formed like this. Are you seeing that now? An angle is formed here. Are you seeing that now? Angle theta is formed over there. Do you see that now? So don't forget, let's say this is our A, this is our what? Our B. Are you seeing that now? So this is, I'm talking about types of angle first. Are you seeing that now? Talking about types of angle. So our points, let's call this one 0. Are you seeing that now? So we've talked about 3 types. The first one is the what? The acute. The second one is the what? Right angle. The third one is the what? Obtuse angle. Now look at it. Now we are moving from here now. Let's change that. So now we are moving from here to a straight line now. Are you seeing that now? We are moving from here to a straight line. So what do we call the third one? We call it what? Straight angle. The third one is called what? Straight angle. Are you seeing that now? Straight what? Angle. Straight angle. Are you seeing that now? So what do you define as straight angle? You said an angle whose measure, okay, let's define that first. An angle whose measure is exactly what? Exactly 180 degree. Are you seeing that now? Exactly 180 degree. If you look at our diagram, you can see that this part is what? 180. So when it completes a total turn, a complete first turn, I get what I'm saying? That is what? 180 degrees. Are you seeing that now? So what will be the diagram? Very simple. So just have a straight line. Are you seeing that now? A straight line. So this is our point A. Let's call this point B. Are you seeing that? And an angle is formed like this. The direction is very important. Are you seeing that now? The direction is very important. If it is moving like this, that is when it can produce 180 degrees. Are you seeing that now? So this is angle on a straight line. That's why we say that the sum of angle on a straight line is what? 180. Are you seeing that now? Sum of angle on a straight line is what? 180. All right. So now after that, now we have the next type. Now don't forget, we are talking about movement. Now we have moved from here. Now we are moving towards this side. But before I get there, before I get to this line, before I get to this line, an angle can also be formed here. Are you seeing that now? An angle can still be formed over there. So what's that angle that can be formed over there? That's what we call the what? The reflex angle. Are you seeing that now? We call it what? Reflex. Don't forget, this is what? Straight angle. We call this one now here, we call it reflex. Are you seeing that now? We call it reflex angle. So what is a reflex angle? Reflex angle. Reflex angle. They are what? Angles that are what? Greater than what? 180. Greater than 180, but what? Less than what? 360. Are you seeing that now? They are greater than what? 180, but less than what? 360. Are you seeing that now? That is what we call what? An obtuse angle. How do you represent that? You can see a straight line now. You can see that we have moved from here. We have moved from here like this. We have moved even up to this place. Now we are moving down. Are you seeing that now? So how do you now represent that? You can see that an angle is formed here like this. Are you seeing that now? So this is the diagram for what? Obtuse angle. So let's say this is A, this is what? B, and this is our vertex. Are you seeing that now? Our vertex point. All right. So now we have another one, which is the last one. We have another one, which is the last one. We call it complete angle. We call it what? The complete angle, or you say angle at a point. Now that it has complete, you can see that we have moved from here now. We are completing the total circle now. Are you seeing that now? You are trying to complete the total circle. And what do you call that? You call that what? A complete angle, or you say what? Angle at a point. Are you seeing that now? Angle at a point. So what are these angles? These are angles that are what? Exactly what? 360 degree. Are you seeing that now? Exactly 360 degrees. Are you seeing that now? That is what we call what? Angle at a point. You can also call it what? Complete angle. Are you seeing that now? Angle at a point or complete angle. So how do we represent that? If I have something like this, are you seeing that now? And I have it like this. Are you seeing that? When it has complete a total turn, that is what we call what? Angle on a what? On a straight line. Don't forget I told you that when it is moving like this, that's why it is producing what? Positive angle, anti-clockwise direction. But if it is moving like this now, that will be what? Anti-clockwise. Are you seeing that now? But that is not the talk for today. Alright, don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video. Alright, so we have spoken about what? The types of angle in this particular video. I will be stopping here now. So in this video we talk about angle. Now let me say this point that I drew here, this particular line, is called quadrants. It is called what? Quadrants. It is called what? Quadrants. I get what I'm saying now. So just like the normal 4 cardinal point that we have, the what? The north, the south, the east, and the what? And the west. I see that now. That is the 4 cardinal point, and that is where we are able to get all these values. Don't forget, we said that this one is what? Acute. I see that now. This is what? Exactly what? 90. This is what? Obtuse. This is what? Reflex. And complete. Complete is what? Angle at a point, or you call it complete. This particular place is what? Angle on a straight line. This one is angle on a what? On a straight line. So don't forget that. Alright, so thank you very much for watching. In the next video I'll be talking about calculating questions on these particular things. I seen that now. I'm talking about calculating questions on them. So watch out for the next video, as I'll be explaining how to get their questions. I seen that now. Alright, so thank you very much and do have a great day. Alright.